It's the Celtic Doom. I certainly hope you're all well, and I certainly hope your weekend was full of dice rolling and debauchery. Today, what we're going to be talking about is, of course, Monster Monday. And for this Monday, it's kind of going to be in honor of part one of my Unearthed Awesomeness that I will put up on Saturday about the Minotaurs and their race. And so we're going to be going over the Minotaur skeleton in the Monster Manual. Anything that's scary about these creatures here, just because of the fact that they're undead, obviously. A Minotaur is scary enough when it's alive, let alone being an unmoving shambles of bones. But it's a large undead. It's lawful evil with its base alignment, which means, it's evil. It intends to do evil on it, but it listens to a code or a command, so naturally you'd think necromancy in some ways. It's got an armor class of 12, natural armor. I mean, straight up, that's not necessarily a scary thing. But I mean, if your DM is feeling froggy, he might put some armor on it and give you a heyday. I definitely very much like the animation here in the book. I'm a very big fan of that. I think that really, sells home the fact of, what if you could do something with this monster? It could easily be a boss of a labyrinth. You just bump it up a few CR and there you go. I mean, right now it's sitting at a 2 challenge rating, so it's not really that scary, but I mean, I could easily see it being the boss of a low-level dungeon. So this one I think would be a good thing for all you young DMs to check out. Throwing a couple points on that armor class there, giving him, I guess, maybe a headsman's axe for, fear and all that kind of scariness. It's got 67 hit points, or 9d10 plus 18. So, I mean, at max, it's going to have 108 HP. So, I mean, I feel like that makes it a perfect candidate for a low-level dungeon boss at the end there. Speed 40 feet, so I mean it's big but it moves. I mean honestly, when you see like a wood elf, they move 35, and I feel like that's relatively fast when you think about it. The damage vulnerability is obviously bludgeoning, skeletons and everything. You just smash them with a big rock. Immunity is poison. Obviously, if you're already dead, poison ain't gonna work. Now, condition immunities: exhaustion, poisoned. Senses dark vision 60 feet and passive perception 9. Understands abyssal but can't speak it. Challenge ready 2, obviously we went over that. Charge: if the skeleton moves at least 10 feet straight toward a target and then hits it with a gore attack on the same turn, the target takes an extra 9 or 2d8 piercing damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw or be pushed up to 10 feet away and knocked prone. Now, that could definitely be pretty intense. I mean, heck, even if you don't give the undead Minotaur a weapon, just the fact that it can do that, and in a labyrinth there's a lot of straight lines. Here it gives it even the Great Axe stats with a +6 to hit, reach 5, 1 target, obviously. Either 17 damage or 2d12 plus 4. So it's one of those things, it's kind of a glass cannon. It does, I mean, if you have the right equipment, you could drop this thing in 1 to 2 rounds easy. But depending on what level you are, that one hit there, I mean, a level 1, a Great Axe hit for 17 points will kill you. I mean, unless you're specifically built for that human variant, toughness, blah blah. Still. And then you have Gore, which +6 to hit, 13 damage too. So basically, this is the perfect bad guy for, I think, your first dungeon, honestly. Just because of the fact that you can drive home the mortality in your game, but at the same point in time, it's got that, spooky, mysterious this enough that it could really, I don't know, I think it could tie into anything. I mean, if you wanted to do a water-based adventure with that new Unearthed Arcana that's come out, have it be a pirate ship that he inhabits. One of the cool things I love about fighting any skeleton, I mean, for me, as far as Flare is concerned, especially this, you could take the skull, take the skull, make a helmet out of it. You have Minotaur horns. I mean, if you can't use them, for the Flare and the showing aspect, it's phenomenal. Now, I did go over this Minotaur skeleton here. If you want us to go over any more undead, or, it's one of those things, I know the skeleton, Warhorse skeleton, all of these undead definitely are interesting monsters, to say the least. But with that being said, I definitely think the Minotaur skeleton would do very well for your game, and, in use as far as a boss level monster. Heck, even having 2 of these as the guardians to the entrance could be a challenge for even a level 4 or level 5 party. But other than that, this is the Celtic Doom signing off. You guys have an amazing week. Try not to overdo it. And I will be back with a spell of the week tomorrow. You guys take it easy.